Riad, let's start with you and President Trump's increasing involvement. Today he has said, I may do, I may not, when asked if the US will join Israeli strikes on Iran. He's keeping us guessing, Riad, but what is the reality?
Well, the reality is that we have forces being mobilized in the region. We have warplanes, we have now 2 aircraft carriers headed to the region, air refueling tankers already deployed in the region. And we've seen a lot of, in the rhetoric, President Trump yesterday was talking in the first person, in terms of we have achieved air superiority. Although the U.S. is not involved right now in the conflict, and it is the Israeli warplanes, but he is talking in the first person, which means that in heart, it seems that President Trump is in this war right now. So this rhetoric could be either as a means of pressure, psychological warfare on the Iranians, but also it could be as to, keep them guessing, as we saw prior to the start of this conflict. Some observers went as far as believing that President Trump was in cahoots with Prime Minister Netanyahu in misleading the Iranians, which allowed the Israelis to launch this surprise attack on the Iranians. So right now, based on the facts on the ground, the U.S. is preparing for a military action, even though they're talking about just possibly attacking Fordow, the nuclear site. However, if the U.S. was to get involved militarily, it's going to be all out. I mean, the U.S. is not going to go in just to strike one target and sit back and wait for the Iranians to fire back at them, because Iran has warned and threatened that it's going to be targeting U.S. bases in the region. The U.S. is going to go in, hit the nuclear sites, but also preempt all the Iranian missile bases that have missiles targeting the U.S. bases in the region. So it's going to be all in, not just a military operation.